up, everybody? Welcome to First Fight View. This is episode 2. Today, we are looking at Zoila Frausto versus Megumi Fujii, one of the GOATs, arguably the GOAT. I mean, one or two. 1, 2, top 3, top 4, depending on who you ask, right? One of the best ever. And we're doing this fresh off the heels of 2 phenomenal fights in the bantamweight and strawweight divisions. Obviously, at Invicta, Phoenix Rising Series 3, or Phoenix Series, they dropped the Rising. We got Lisa Verzosa versus Yulia Stoliarenko in the bloodiest goddamn fight I've probably ever seen. I mean, if you missed that one, go and watch it. Amazing fight. And then the day after that, we got, of course, the strawweight UFC championship between Weili Zhang and Joanna Jędrzejczyk. I mean, you can't ask for a better pair of fights like that back to back. Just sensational stuff. So, in honor of that, it's got a lot of people talking about, was that the greatest fight ever? Was that one of the best fights ever? Greatest female fight of all time? Best fight, regardless of gender. I think it's definitely up there, but people, like to talk about, debate that kind of stuff. So I saw this one come up, Megumi Fujii's very first loss against Zoila Frausto in Bellator. This was the Bellator strawweight tournament finale. So the champion was being crowned here at 115 pounds. They don't have that division anymore, but they did back in the day when they did all their crazy tournaments. 22-0, Megumi Fujii. I saw Luke Thomas mention this as, one of the best fights, arguably the best women's fight of all time. And he was chatting with some other people about it. Haven't seen this one. I've seen a majority of Fujii's fights because, they weren't too long. She's just incredible how she finished pretty much everybody. Just a submission wizard, truly one of the greats. And this was her very first loss. Some people believe it shouldn't have been, but that is exactly the point of the show, to see if it was, a right or wrong decision, in my opinion. Haven't seen this one, so it fits the criteria. And coming off of such good fights, like I mentioned, seems perfect to go and look at another one that should be a contender, or has been talked about as a contender for one of the best. And we can see the evolution too. From this fight was in, let's see, what year was this? 2010. So 10 years ago. We can see and look back, how everything has changed, and if this was a good, just see if the decision was right or not. It's the whole point of the show, right? The show, First Fight View. So, yeah. Oh, and also, this is kind of research purposes for a larger, looking at getting to the bottom of the greatest fights of all time from the ladies. Since that is the hot topic after UFC 248 and that Invicta card. So, done enough with the intro here. Let's get into it. Let's get the screen share going. I wish that I really just want to show it, put it on my screen for you guys too, and just risk getting flagged or whatever. But it's on YouTube, so you can go and watch this one along with me right now. I'll give you a quick second here. It's in 3 parts, so I'm starting on the first one. I've just skipped to the beginning here. Obviously this is obviously this is a cheap plug for my Twitter here. Follow me, all that stuff. If you like this video and like my interviews and all that, check them out on my YouTube page, which this is on, and all that. So let's pull up the stuff here. All right. So let's get into it. Let's watch this fight. Let's see how it goes. Oh boy, Sean Wheelock and Jimmy Smith on the commentary. Good old days. Frausto coming out hot immediately, throwing some feints. Fujii backing her up. Oh, head kick early from Fujii. Kind of landed, but we got some punches being thrown here from Frausto that are not connecting. Just kind of putting them out there, just keeping Fujii aware, I suppose you'd say. But the pressure on, he's backed up immediately. Ooh, that was a good one by Frausto. 22-0, man. Ooh, that was a good combo by Fujii. The left and the right. Frausto, he's throwing a lot early here, but not landing so much. I think I might need to turn up the volume too for commentary purposes. But another good shot there from Fujii. Ooh, She's connecting pretty good here with her punches. It's crazy to think about, like if Fujii, if she would have been, at the time, if she would have came into the sport a little bit later. I mean, because she was so good for her time, and she only lost to two people. She lost to Jessica Aguilar twice after this. I think she retired 26-3. So this is one of her three losses. Only lost to two people. Landed very good there. Again, as Frausto backed up against the cage. And Frausto, I believe that, she's kind of made a comeback recently, unless I'm thinking of somebody else. Maybe in Combate or Combate. Combate is the Portuguese way to say it. Oh, Fujii is coming out very strong in these first 2 minutes. Landing some more. Frausto just really kind of trying to, I don't know, got to change something here. Obviously, she will, because we know that this fight goes to decision. But throwing a lot, but not landing very much. Fujii's picking her shots a lot better. Very methodical approach to this one. Yeah, I'm excited to see. Another good, 1-2 there. Curious to see the general thoughts. I think that people think that this one, is a robbery, which is kind of why I'm looking at it, and that's the whole point of this series. So look back at watch for the first time fights that I haven't seen that are controversial decisions or people thought should have went the other way, like the Machida Shogun one, which was the first episode. You can go back and watch that one if you missed it. That was a really fun watch. That was so fun to do. That was interesting. Maybe a head clash a little bit there, but Fujii's still backing her up here in this first round. Pretty much been the story with Frausto throwing, but that was a good counter from Frausto that time, but Fujii still landed first. Ooh, again, she's just in and out, beating Frausto to the punch there. And this fight is under the old rules, was under the old rules, obviously, 2010. So just a reminder there. Is Frausto really just searching here? Head kick that misses. Just kind of making Fujii think, it seems like, but it's not winning her the fight at the moment in this opening round. But fun first round though. I mean, not slow action or anything. But Frausto still is searching here as we're coming down on the 30-second mark. Fujii very, very methodical. But I keep saying Fujii. I can't stop thinking about James Lynch's cat now. He's got his Fujii cat. Oh, that was a big head kick right when I said, wow, that one hurt Fujii. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Frausto hurt her right at the end here. Holy shit. Oh, my goodness. Pouring it on. That's just what she was waiting for, to land something. Wow. That was some damage right there. Might have been, that was a little too late though, I think. Here, let's see. We got a replay. Oh, that was such a good head kick, and she followed it with the punch and just going after it. That's what you like to see. Smells the blood, goes after it. But Fujii was throwing back too. Okay, let's pause. Let's pause before we get going to the round two. We got to get our scores in. Interesting, very interesting, very fun first round. Good way to end it. But old rules, yeah, that's definitely 10-9 for Miss Fujii. New rules, I mean, still the time and duration, all that. Fujii just did so much in the first like That happened in like the last 20 seconds when Frausto landed right there with that big head kick in the flurry, and Fuji was still landing in that too. I mean, that was too little, too late. That was that was that was big though, big for Frausto. If she could have done that earlier, that definitely would have likely ended up turning the tide for her. But that's still Fuji round, either score, either criteria. I would say. But let's see how it goes from there. Very interesting. Very interesting. And it's going to make her think even more now. I wonder. I don't know why Bellator doesn't have like strawweight still. Ooh, good left there from Fujii. Straight left. And then Jimmy Smith scores it for Fujii as well. Smart man. Yep. He's pretty much saying it how it is. Fujii, as Wheelock is saying. Landing that left still. Is that how it's supposed to be pronounced? You know, I like my pronunciations. Fujii. There are two I's. It sounds really funny now that I listen to them saying it a little bit like that. But Frausto's still on up against the cage once again. Oh, looking for that head kick. It got through a tiny bit there on the chin, it looked like, but obviously not the same effect as that last one. Yeah, the story of this fight so far, a round and some change in here. Frausto up against the cage, looking to counter a bit. I mean, she's throwing first sometimes, but she's not. I don't know. It's just kind of putting it out there. They're like feelers, keeping Fujii back, which fair. But Fujii just her timing and like another one straight left there. She's fighting a lot more calculated, I think. I mean, she's really picking her shots, and I don't think that Frausto backing up here is the best route. Oh, I mean, she landed there though. Backed Fujii off there. Right when I say that, of course. What do I know? But Fujii just stalking her for the most part. I feel like, how comfortable is that really, though? I mean, Tyron Woodley always, likes to have his back against the cage, it seems like, for the most part. It works for some people. I don't necessarily think it's working for her here, but she did land big at the end of that first round. But you can't really bank on that. Oh, man, a good combo there from Fujii again. Frausto tries to counter, misses. A lot of punching. Frausto whiffs on a left hook. She backed off the cage there for a bit. Yeah, Fujii's wasting less energy, I would say. With just her output in comparison. Even though Frausto doesn't look tired at all, not at all, but her volume is higher, but her landing percentage is a lot lower. I was trying to find the stats for this earlier, not to look at them, but to pull them up to look at after this fight. But Bellator, I don't think they have stat recordings like Fight Metric for the UFC, which is unfortunate. But it's like, why don't they? Who knows? But yeah, Frausto is really searching here still. I mean, very solid fight so far. I don't want to say not greatest of all time caliber so far. I mean, at the time, very big fight. But good body kick there from Frausto. Just I wouldn't say it's on that level necessarily through two. I mean, 30 seconds left here in the second round. I mean, when you compare them to like those last two fights we saw, which you can't compare, and you got to think about. I mean, these are the highest caliber strawweights at the time, So yeah, man, people. Ooh, good left there from Fujii again, just landing that. And Frausto looks for the head kick at 10-second mark, misses it. Yep, that round was absolutely Fujii once again. No doubt about it. Let's put the scorecards in here. Very interesting. I'm enjoying this fight definitely, but through the first two, it is not seeming like GOAT caliber. I mean, we'll see what happens in the last three. People like to talk about Miesha Tate and Holly Holm as one of the best ever. That fight was not good, really. It wasn't really that good. Holly was winning very clearly, and we just got the great comeback. That's the only reason it's talked about. So, and Miesha Tate, one of my all-time favorites. So, for me to say that, I think that she's had a lot of the greatest fights ever. But I wouldn't say the Holly Holm fight was really a good fight overall. If you look at it, wasn't very competitive. Just had that great comeback, which one of the best comebacks of all time, no doubt about it. So yeah, I mean, I guess round two was a 10-8 for Miesha. If I look back on it, it was very. That was a good fight. What am I talking about? That was a very. It was crazy to watch. But as for this one, still more of the same here. The first minute of round three, which is just it's a little disappointing to see somebody just kind of stuck in this way. But I mean, maybe part of the game plan. Obviously, she's not. Frausto's moving left and right, but not circling necessarily. Just kind of getting comfy, very comfy against the cage, which hasn't worked out so far. Listening to commentary here. Leg kicks. Now she's throwing leg kicks into this equation here is Frausto, which is, I think, a smart idea. I mean, her punches are not landing very often. Hasn't been many leg kicks at all in this fight from either lady. But yeah, those were good when she threw them. She threw a couple there in the first start of this third round. So through the first two, 2018, I would say, for the undefeated at the time, Megumi Fujii. Fujii. So Fujii missing a little bit now, trying to counter a bit. Not really. A lot slower around this one. Body punch there from Frausto lands. Backs Fujii up temporarily, but then back to it. Back against the cage. Oh, there was a good one. Oh, landed a good right hand there, Frausto, and she just jumps on it. It's like she just needs to know that. Oh, she's coming after it now. Wow, she needs to land like one big one, and then she gets off the cage, and she's connecting now. Fujii looks hurt again. Oh, Jesus, went for another head kick. Just ducked under it. Okay, things are getting crazy now. She just needs to land that one, and she just turns into a Terminator. What the hell? And Fujii doesn't even look that hurt, but she's definitely looking out. Okay, here comes Frausto, landing lefts, jabbing, missing again. Leg kick, good leg kick there from Frausto. Fujii didn't land too much before Frausto got off the cage there, so I think she's kind of taking over here. Oh, big whiff on that, if that right hand landed. But it didn't, so no Diego Sanchez points here. Sorry, Diego. And now Fujii's kind of putting some feelers out there. Oh, well, throws the left again. Didn't look like it connected too much. More leg kick attempts from Frausto. Good to see. Oh, combo misses from Fujii. Did we like to say that's a good combination? That's the funny thing when you watch these fights not in real time for the first time, and I noticed it in the last one too. Or maybe it wasn't the last one, but I've noticed it recently. Um, the commentators, oh, good leg kick again from Frausto, lands on the chin too to follow it up, landing some more. Oh, big wild shots, pouring it on. Yep, coming after it, landing. Fujii just trying to keep her off. What was I saying? Oh, that the commentators will say that something lands when it doesn't. And in the moment, it's kind of harder to notice that, it seems like. I noticed it was Jones versus Reyes. Watching it not in real time, they said that some things landed that just Anik did that just did not. I think it was in favor of Jones, which is just kind of weird. Like, I mean, I get it though, because having trouble there myself in a live watching a fight live, and then seems harder to. I don't know. It's just all the hype or so much adrenaline. But as for that one, old rules, I think that was definitely Frausto took that one. And then the new rules too. I mean, we're not seeing no grappling at all in this one, which is kind of interesting, for Fujii to not try any grappling at all. I mean, not to say Frausto is a easy out on the ground or anything, but Megumi Fujii on the ground, man, don't mess around. But she ain't even trying. But we'll see here in these last 2 rounds what happens. And it starts out pretty similar once again. Frausto back against the cage, but yep, Jimmy's got the same scorecards as me. Seems pretty clear. Seems like pretty clear scores. That Fujii is up 29-28 at the moment going into the 4th. Yeah, fun fight though. 3-3, I still don't know about GOAT caliber. I mean, maybe like top 25 or something. We'll see what happens in these next 2 rounds. I should not try and judge before the fight is over. What is wrong with me? But yeah, entertaining. Fujii with the laser left again, right down the middle. Misses that one, more of a feint. Frausto back against the cage. Just crazy how she landed that one in the last round, then just berserked off the cage and just stayed off. Like, weird. I mean, I guess it makes sense. But she's getting off the cage here more now. Fujii backing up a little bit, but she's comfortable there. Frausto, that is. And still not many strikes being landed here in this first 2 minutes. Fujii landed a couple, as I said. Oh my God, just loaded up there. Frausto did. Missed, and Fujii lands a left to enter for a combo, and everything misses after that. So she's just, oh, that was a big one from Fujii. Oh, another one. Got Frausto kind of worked up and attacked back. But yeah, so far, Fujii taking it here, just landing more and at all. Frausto doesn't land it very much in this 4th round. And her volume output is kind of slowed down compared to, those first few rounds. Good leg kick there from Frausto, and another one. Working the legs now. Those were both very good. Oh, that was a big left. That one hurt Fujii. Oh, and another leg kick. Landed some damage there. Interesting. Fujii just taking it like a champ, though. Still no takedown attempts. Ooh, stiff. That's straight left. Jimmy Smith is pretty much saying, exactly what I'm thinking. And here's our first grappling engagement. Some knees in the clinch here from Fujii and firing back, trading knees from Frausto. This is kind of big in this round, especially with the old rules. But she's doing damage in this clinch here against the cage, so that's good. New rules too. If you're just like stalling, doesn't mean anything, but she's doing some damage, landing some stuff. But Frausto firing back, so it's kind of even. But as for the old, she's also controlling. She's got over under. Oh, trying to go high there with the knee was Frausto. And then we get a turn here. Now it's Frausto who's got Fujii up against the cage. Oh my. Minute left here. Fujii trying to go up high. Just the knees. All the knees to knees. She's just too short to get the knee up there. Oh, left to try and break from Frausto. Oh, Fujii tried to get a hip toss there, head and arm, but then didn't work. Broke and got a body kick of sorts. Landed okay. It landed okay. Fairly close round though with all that happened there. And then the big shots that Frausto did land, but not much. Ooh, that one. Oh, she landed some. Oh my goodness. Yeah, landed some bombs here. Or a bomb or two. That was a close round. That was a close round. Let's pause it and think here for a second. Man. That one felt quite close. I think that Fujii, old rules, new rules though. Very close. Man, I maybe Frausto. That was close. I thought that was quite close. Yeah, I mean, fuck it, right? Whatever. She landed some really big shots there, and then the clinch work was about even. And then the shots that Fujii landed before getting that big shot, it was wasn't anything too damaging, but we'll see what happens here in this 5th round. Ref's like, come on, touch gloves now. I've never seen that referee before in my life. And as the 5th and final round starts, Fujii backs Frausto up immediately once again. Frausto pawing a bit with that left. Fujii went for somewhat of a. Oh, we got Jimmy giving Fujii that 4th round as well, which I agree with him on the old rules. So Jimmy knows. Oh, big one there from Fujii. Big left. Snap the head back. So yeah, under the old rules, which this fight was, I have Fujii winning unless there's a 10-8 here for Frausto. Winning it regardless of this round. But then the old rules, it is tied up. I mean, the new rules, it is tied up, in my opinion. Leg kick, good leg kick there from Frausto. A decent flurry there from Fujii, and getting some return from Frausto. Oh, Jimmy talking about what the judges like. Man, that's a kind of a pet peeve of mine. Talk about how things are actually scored if the judges do it. Don't do the assumptions. Um, that's why I like Joe Ferraro and Frank Trigg. I think they're the best commentary duo. They talk about what the rules actually are, how this fight, what the outcome should be because of, what happened and how the rules are set. Not, oh, who knows what the judges are thinking. That doesn't help anybody. So, not much action here in this fifth. Fujii landing more, definitely kind of been the story. Landing more, throwing less. Landing more, throwing less. That's a perfect way to put this whole fight in favor of Fujii. Ooh, she kind of ran into one there, though. Came in and ate one. Fujii did. Ate a right from Frausto. Right hand. But so far, this is not gonna do it. I mean, yeah, this has been a solid fight. 2 minutes left here. Oh my gosh, Frausto is loading up, missing, but waiting for that bomb kind of. Fujii gets in close. Yeah, I don't think this is top 10 fight ever, women's fight ever, but it's been fine. It's been just fine. Oh, Fujii cracked her. Yeah, this is Fujii's fight. I mean, oh, another one. And she's going for the takedown. She hit her with a good clean left coming in. Goes for the takedown. Not quite getting it. Oh, single leg. Oh, just trying so hard. That's what I said, Jimmy. Yeah, this round's all Fujii. Ooh, another left there. That left hand just finding its home for Fujii. Ooh, would have been interesting to see. I mean, I don't know how much it would have changed history if she would have got the win in this one. Became the champ. Oh, gets the takedown late. That's, I mean, if you didn't think she was winning the round already somehow, I mean, there it is. Yeah, she 100% won this fight. No question about it. Yeah, this was a robbery. The fact that she lost, that's a robbery, man. Big time. Maybe not big time. Not one of the worst robberies I've ever seen, but yeah, that's clear. That's pretty clear on both rules. So before we actually hear it, Jimmy with the 49-46 to Fujii, which I agree with. I agree with entirely on the old rules. So 49-46 for Fujii. New rules 48-47 Fujii. Clear either way. And then global, obviously, that's Fujii as well. So let's hear exactly what they were. Man, that sucks for her, though. That really sucks. I don't know about that, Jimmy. He just said that he thought the rounds could have gone either way. That was pretty clear feeling. Damn. And Frausto pretty banged up there. That's surprising. Are you kidding me? 49-46 for Frausto? Dude, that is horrible. Wow. She did not win 4 rounds at all. I mean, there's a better case for something like that with the new rules, but that is absolutely insane. Who is that fucking judge? Oh my god. Yeah, that's a robbery. I don't see how she wins 3 rounds. 1 and 2, 1, 2, 5 were super clear. Even the third round, clear for Frausto. It was all pretty. Everything was pretty obvious. I felt like, except for that round 4. With yeah, I mean, it was close under both rule sets, but that's a bummer. That's a bummer. Uh, this is a lot more upsetting than episode 1 with Machida and Shogun. That was, yeah. We got a robbery on episode 2. I will agree with the robbery calls on that one. That is bad. 49. That's madness. That is madness. I don't understand that at all. Okay. Yeah, let's look at MMA decisions now. Oh, look at this. We actually have it dead even on the media scorecards, which is, that's kind of interesting to me. A draw. Let's see. Let's look a little further here. What Sherdog thinks or thought. See, I'm lagging a bit. That might be gone. That was a bad idea. Connection isn't phenomenal. Hopefully we're getting back. Okay, there we go. A draw. I mean, I don't understand that. I don't think there's a way that Frausto won that. Let's see what the fans think. What is this? 2 scorecards, probably 4. Okay, well. And then we got Fujii round 1, 2, 4, 5. This is exactly what I pretty much scored. 1, 2, 3 under both. And then we got we got both. The split in round 4 and then 5. Literally how I saw it as well. That's a robbery. That is a robbery. I want to click on this to see what Luke said. Sorry. Slow. Yeah, not the greatest of all time. Decent fight though. Very, very good. Decent fight. All that. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Round 1. Okay, round 1 to Frausto, says Luke Thomas. I didn't see it. And then Fujii 3. Then he gave 4 to Frausto. Interesting. Very interesting. I don't know. That's the whole point of this show, though. Look at this stuff. So, yeah. I guess that's pretty much it. Got that out of the way. Oh, it was good fun. I'm a little upset now. I'm hungry and upset. So I'm gonna go eat. Bummer, man, especially for a legend. 22-0. Bummer way to, have your streak ended. I mean, I guess it could be worse if you got knocked out in a minute or something like that. But either way, interesting. When you go from the first fight I did this show with to this one, big flip-flop in exchange of excitement, of result, how I felt about the result. That's exactly what this show is all about. So anyway, there you have it. Fujii versus Frausto. Thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. Make sure you follow me on Twitter if you would like. Always pumping out great stuff. Just recently dropped a chat with Mac Malley. your favorite Twitter account's favorite Twitter account. Get to know him better if you don't know who he is. Hilarious dude. Not phenomenal, but very silly, fun stories in that one. It was just something unique and different I felt like doing. I think it turned out pretty well. Gotten some good, feedback and all that. So check that out if you haven't. I have on my MMA News, I have a interview with Jessica Andrade coming out as well soon. So stay tuned for that. All that good stuff. Check out the Off the Cuff MMA podcast on the Loudmouth Network, which I'm on every Tuesday. Generally, we did Wednesday last night. There's a playlist for it, which can, maybe I'll put it up here or whatever they do. And then, just stay tuned for all this stuff. Thanks for tuning in. Well, I was wanted to do this show like weekly and all that, but just kind of busy with a lot of stuff. So, just kind of going to be whenever, I guess, and timely, because this is on the topic of greatest women's fights in MMA. So, anyways, thanks so much again, everybody, and I'll see you next time.